Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing great. In today's video, I'll discuss about web client in SAP Business One. For those who don't know what is web client, it's the web version of the SAP Business One client version which was introduced in version 10. And before that, SAP used to have browser access. Web client is completely different as compared to browser access, and the benefit of web client is it's not operating systems dependent. For example, you are using a MacBook, all you need is just a browser. If you are using any operating system, all you need is a browser like Google Chrome, Firefox, or any supported browser by the device. We'll talk about how to access the web client. If you have version 10 and correct service pack, then how you can access the web client and what are the licensing requirement. There is no specific license, by the way, for the web client. Uh, it's utilize the standard licenses which SAP offers, professional and limited licenses. We'll also talk about key features, and in key features, most of the features are same as SAP Business One client app. Like you can do transactions from the web client. You can do approvals from the web client, and even you can execute queries for the reports in the web client. The most interesting feature is the analytics. You can play with the data by yourself and generate interactive reports in the web client without asking someone from your IT team or from your system admin team. Transactions, as we discussed before. Uh, Without wasting any time, let's jump to the system demo. To access the web client, all you have to do is just go to Business One client application. If you have SAP Business One version 10, you will see an icon in the toolbar. Just click on the web client icon and it will launch the web client in your browser. The alternate way to access the web client is if you know the link to access the web client, simply paste the link in your browser and it will open up just like any other website. And interacting with the web client is just like you are interacting with another website. You'll see the server name. If you have multiple companies, you have to choose the company and enter the username and password. Same as a SAP Business One client, and no special user is needed for web client. Once you are logged in, it shows you the home screen, and the home screen is very interactive. It's somehow similar to the, not similar, but more advanced, like SAP Business One version for HANA cockpit. So you have small tiles or small applications to access the reports or to access the menu from the home screen. On the right side, you have the notifications bar or icon to access the notifications. If you have any documents waiting for approval, they will appear in the notifications. Then option to access the help menu and my profile, or you can say personal settings. And then on the right side, you have the menu just like SAP Business One client application. There are some differences in the menu because in web client, SAP is using web apps. So there is a web app for every feature or every function in the web client. On the home screen, as I mentioned earlier, you have different tabs. Let's say sales orders, sales quotation, purchase orders. These applications basically show the documents which you have created in the past. Okay, and you want to have a look at them, or if you want to see the documents created by everyone, just open up from the home screen and choose here all sales orders, and it will show all the sales orders. Now remember I talked about analytics. One of the key features of the web client is analytics. So for example, these are the orders and you want to analyze them by customer and by month and year. So just click on the graphs button and then select your dimensions and measures. Let's say document total, and you want to analyze them uh, posting by posting rate month and by customer. So just select the relevant dimensions and measures. Okay, and you can select the graph type, and system will automatically generate the report. And on the right side, you have the color for each customer. Uh, so x-axis are the numbers, y-axis are the months. If you want to have, let's say, maybe by year and month, you can select year and month. Okay, let's say by week. Okay, you have the week number. Okay. Uh, Similarly, if you want to see just by year only, okay, by year and by customer name, or maybe by year, and then you want to see it by item or service type, okay, or by payment term. Whatever the dimensions and measures you will choose, system will prepare the graphs or reports according to it, and you have selection like you want to see as a pie chart or different. Even you can see it in a table format also. Uh, Yeah, just click here and it will revert back to the table format. And if you want to open any sales order, just click on the arrow and it will open up that sales order. And the same concept applies to purchase order and all the other transactions. On the top, uh, you have filters. Okay, when you are seeing the list, you can apply the filters based on the document number. Okay, you can set the rule. Okay, equal to, between, in range. Okay, or based on the customer name, delivery date, status, sales employee, or user signature means the creator who created the document. If I go back to home screen, there is another application that's a bit different than sales order, create sales order, as I mentioned earlier. So each feature is a web app. So create sales order means if you want to create a sales order, just click on the create sales order and it will open the screen, and you have to select the customer. Okay, select the customer, then select the dates. Okay, any customer reference number, remarks, currency, document type. Okay, is it item or service? And then you can choose the items. There is some flexibility here. Uh, you don't have to press the control button to select the multiple items. You can simply mark them and then click on the select button, and they will be added on your screen. Then you can enter the unit price, discount, and everything like warehouse, whatever information you enter in the SAP Business One client application for the Windows. In the logistic tab, you can set the addresses. Accounting tab is for payment terms, payment methods, and attachments to attach anything. And user defined fields, if you have on the header level, those fields will appear in the web client as well. Remember, I mentioned about approvals. So if you have industry specific add-ons, uh, maybe those add-ons doesn't support web client, and they will limit you to stick to the SAP Business One client application for Windows. However, in that scenarios, management people uh, who used to view reports or approve documents, they can use the web client. And if they have MacBook, or if they are on a different operating system, there is no remote app or no specific setup needed. And another benefit is if you want to access SAP Business One outside your network, let's say you are traveling and you want to create sales quotations, you are meeting with the customers, and you are not comfortable with the mobile apps, you can simply open the browser and access the Business One client in the browser and create the documents. The only thing is your IT have to allow or do some configurations to access it externally. So, for example, I want to approve a document. So, there are two applications for the approval documents in the approval process and approval decisions. The name itself is self-explanatory. Document in approval process shows the status of the document which are in the approval process, and by default it shows the documents which are generated by the user who is accessing the web client. So let's say I want to see all the documents, I have to change it from the my views menu. So this is the list of all the documents, and it shows the status like pending, rejected. Generated means it has been saved after the approval. If I want to open the document, I can simply click on the arrow and it will open up the document details, all the details of items and whatever is in that document. Same way, like I mentioned earlier, I have filters. Okay, I can filter it by business partners, by approval templates, by document types like purchase orders, sales orders, or by originator, by creation date, and by approval status also. The other application, which is for the approval decisions, it shows by default the documents which I sent for the approval. If I want to see all requests which are waiting for the approval, I have to change it from the my view. And if there are documents which I have to approve, I can simply review the document. Okay, and after reviewing from the same screen, I'll select the document and I'll either approve or either reject, or even I can add the document also. And if you notice in every screen where system shows data with numbers and with numbers and with strings, you have the option to generate the graphs or analytical reports. So let's say I'll reject this document. Okay, I have to enter the remarks. Okay, rejected. Okay, so the document is rejected. Now I have here originator who generated this document within few seconds. I'll see, you can see there is a new alert here. Okay, the document has been rejected. These are the remarks. Okay, just like any other, just like Business One client application. Okay, I'll review it again. Okay, and I'll send it again for the approval. And once I send it again, there will be a notification in the web client. Okay, the number will be increased from 5 to 6 or 6 to 7. Okay, so other than the approvals, in in terms of sales and purchase, you can create any document from the web client. All the documents are available for creation. In terms of CRM, yes, you can do pretty much everything. You can create business partners, you can view business partners, you can create activities, opportunities, quotations. And again, if I access the business partners, I have the options. Okay, and I can generate the reports maybe by account balance of the business partner just to analyze my receivables and payables in few clicks. And if I want to create the business partners, same concept. I need to use the app create business partners and I'll fill the information. Okay, just like I'm filling it in the business one client application for Windows. In the banking, you can create incoming and outgoing payments. Okay, inventory transactions, goods issue, and inventory transaction drafts or approval process. You have noticed some of the transactions are not yet available, like you don't have the feature to create the goods receipt yet in the web client. However, SAP is introducing a lot of features in the web client in every service pack. So please expect to have all the documents available in the web client soon in the near future. In the accounting tab, you can only create journal entries. Unfortunately, no journal vouchers. Service module, you can create service calls, view service calls, and you can update the service calls. Like if you have resolved an issue and you want to close the service call, you can update it, and you can also create the equipment cards. Human resource, if you have if you have staff who need to fill the timesheet on daily basis, you can use the timesheet feature in the web client. And other than the timesheet, uh, unfortunately, uh, timesheet is the only feature from the human resource which is available in web client. Analytics, let's say you have user-defined queries which you have saved it in Business One and you want to execute and view their results in web client. Okay, for example, I have a query BP. Okay, and I can simply execute it and it will show me the query results also. And analytics, like I mentioned earlier, uh, you can generate a lot of analytical reports. Other than those reports, if you have some queries which you use on it for your daily basis, for your daily reports, it's like I mentioned before, you can generate a lot of interactive reports. However, if you have some queries which you use for your reports on daily basis, you can use those queries in web client as well. Just go to user defined queries like and select the relevant query. Okay, and you have a feature to preview the query results. Okay, and it will show top 1000 rows from the query results. Like I have a query which shows me business partner code and name. Okay, these are the only two columns, so it's showing me only those two columns. Regarding the analytics or reports, just a small note here. Crystal reports are not yet available in the web client. Okay, and I think they will be available in the future. Okay, because that's one of the key element of the reporting in SAP. So I'm sure SAP has some intentions or some plans for it since SAP is enhancing the web client a lot. Now with every service pack, there are new features related to web client. So when I say crystal reports are not yet supported, that means crystal reports which are imported as a menu item or as a customized report in the menu. However, crystal layouts they are supported, and crystal report layout is the only layout which is supported by the web client. For example, if I want to print the sales order, I can select the layout and print it. And at the moment I have disabled the crystal report, and I'll just show you. You can see there is no default crystal report layout, which means the crystal report layout is the only layout which is supported by the web client. Other than the analytics, you can do some configuration or some tasks you can do related to administration in the web client. However, most of the configurations or administration stuff is from the Business One client application. Extensions, as the name itself is self-explanatory. If there are customized extensions like add-ons or something you want to have, then you can use the extensions. Useful link is just for the help file. You can quickly access the help file, SAP standard help file from the user guides, and upskill yourself is something similar to the user guides also. I think it will open up the learning hub where you can opt for the business one courses. User-defined objects and user-defined tables. If you have some customized screens in the business one and you like UDOs or user-defined tables to hold some data, you can access the same screens or tables from web client as well. Like I have a table called color master. Okay, so I can have a look. Okay, this is the data. Okay, it has too many columns. I think that's why the look and feel is not great. If I want to create data in this table, I'll just need to click on the create and fill the relevant fields, and uh, system will save the uh, data just like any other document. Other than all the features related to day-to-day work in Business One, from the personal settings or my profile, you have App Finder where you can search the app. You have recent activity, the menus which you accessed recently. You have frequently used menus like if you create purchase orders on daily basis, so that's something a frequent activity which is available here. If you want to contact SAP support, which doesn't happen in case of SAP customers, first you have to contact your partner. You can simply click on the contact support and it will open the support portal. And you can also edit the home page, like if you don't deal in the sales module at all, you can remove the sales application, okay, and you can add the applications which you deal frequently. General features or limitations before we end today's session. You have the information for the credit limit utilization on the sales order screen. When a user is creating a sales order, he can find out the information related to credit limit utilization. Uh, if you want to print the documents, there is no rocket science. You can print it, and you can also select the uh, preferred layout for the printing. You can email the documents from the web client as well, and project management is not yet available in the web client. Okay, the project management screen or anything related to project management. However, you do have a feature to select the project on the document. So when you are creating a document, you can select the project code just like you select it in the Business One client app. So that's all about the web client. Just one last thing, you can also access the same menu from the home screen. You can see here it's just like a toolbar. Okay, rather than navigating or searching in the menu, if you like to navigate, let's say you want to access the accounting. Okay, just click on accounting and it will show the journal entries. Okay, this is the number of journal entries created in the system. Okay, same here for the equipment card. It shows the number of equipment cards in the database. Okay, and the other way is you can also navigate to the relevant application or relevant module from here. That's all. If you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to comment in the video. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and share.